I saw a little kid open my door, run into my room, and go into my sister's bed. He was kind of like telling me like, you're mine, and he was kind of like laughing in my face, and like I remember trying to scream and he wasn't letting me. He was like soaking me into the bed. Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Alondra coming back here you guys again with another video. Today it is a spooky video. Today I will be telling you guys my scary stories. You guys have heard my mom's, you guys have heard my brother's. Now it's time for you guys to hear mine. Before I start this video, I just want to tell you guys to go follow me on my Instagram, which is right here. One, because there you guys can tell me your guys' scary stories. I am going to start making it more of a series, this scary story thing going on. I want to start reading more of your guys' scary stories. I read some of you guys' a while ago, but I want to start reading more of your guys's, and a lot of you guys comment down your scary stories in my comment section. But then again, sometimes I do be getting hate, you know, and obviously I delete the comments, so don't even try to look for the hate comments because I delete them. And I love looking through the comments and seeing all the love and support that you guys give me. But then again, I am a human, you know, I have feelings, I do get hurt easily. I am a very emotional and sensitive person, and a lot of people tend to not see that. I would rather just not have to deal with looking at the comment section whenever I get hate, and I could easily just look at your guys' DMs and read your guys' scary stories on there. Do not worry though, if you already commented your scary stories on my past videos, do not worry, I will read those. But from now on, please DM me on Instagram, because like I said, I don't want to have to deal with scrolling through all the comments just to find a hate comment. I could literally get 1,000 comments from supporters telling me amazing things that I love to hear, but just even seeing one hate comment, like, it really does kill my mood. I don't know why. Anyways, let's just continue on with the video. Yeah, go follow me on Instagram. So I am currently in my mom's room because one, my brother's and my sister's room is being occupied. I'm leaving the door open because no, I'm not gonna close that door. So if you guys hear things in the background, it's my mom, don't worry. Ma, te amo. Her. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a really scary one. So it was like 3 a.m. one night, and this night I was supposed to be asleep, but I couldn't sleep. I actually struggle a lot with sleeping, so I put on my earphones and I started blasting my music. This was like around like 2 years ago. I felt like I kept on hearing something, you know, so I would like constantly take my earphones out to like listen, you know, like what is going on. I doubt my mom's calling me. It's 3 a.m. why would she be calling me? But like, you never know, you know. We had a bunk bed. Well, I used to sleep on the top bunk, now I sleep on the bottom, and my sister used to sleep on the bottom bunk, but now she sleeps on the top. I had finally taken off my earphones for the last time because I was so spooked out already, and I was just like, hello, is anyone there? And my door was a little bit open, which is kind of weird because my sister and I, we sleep with our door closed and the hallway light was off, so it was really dark. I couldn't see anything. Next thing y'all know, y'all aren't gonna believe me when I say this because it's just so insane that this actually happened, but I saw a little kid open my door, run into my room, and go into my sister's bed. I slept at the top, she slept at the bottom, so I can't really see into her bed. In that moment, I was truly so freaked out. I got down from my bed like a fucking dumbass. Okay, first of all, it does not make me a dumbass. It makes me brave because I was trying to make sure that my sister was okay. The kid was like, he was like kind of like laughing. We do not live with any young children in this house, so I'm like looking at my sister's bed, and my sister, she'll throw a shirt there one day, never move it, then she'll throw like a lot of clothes more, so like the clothes start piling up on her bed, and it just sometimes ends up looking like a person is sleeping next to her, which is so creepy. It looked like someone was next to her, so I punched it and there was nothing. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I literally just saw that happen. So I closed my door and I went back to my bed and I just fell asleep. I tried forgetting about what I had just seen, and I just went to sleep. And this was when we were much younger. We used to sleep in this room, the room that I am right now, which is now my mom's. It's always been my mom's, but before, my siblings and I did not have our own rooms, so we would sleep with my mom. We had our own bunk bed, which was that way, and my mom had like her bed over here. My mom's room is pretty big. It's the master bedroom. Behind me, Do you guys see this curtain? Yeah, behind me we have a sliding door window. This one day my sister and I were staying up late, and at the time I didn't have a phone. This was like way back then. I didn't have my phone, but my sister had a phone. The bunk bed that we had was 3 beds, so it was like a normal bunk bed, but then like under the bottom bunk bed you could pull out another bed and there would be a bed there. Normally I slept on the bottom bunk bed and my sister slept on the top, and my little brother slept on the bed all the way at the bottom. But this day I don't know what happened. I don't remember where my little brother was, but I was sleeping on his bed and my sister was sleeping on my bed. So the last 2 beds, we were watching Sailor Moon on my sister's phone. I don't know where we hear someone knock on the sliding door window right behind me. There was no one, so we were like, all right, whatever. It was probably, I don't know why we were thinking it was a wind, but we were like, it's probably the wind. We continued watching Sailor Moon. We heard 2 more knocks and we were like, yo, what the heck? The first one was 1, this time it was 2 knocks. And then like we continued watching Sailor Moon, and then once again we heard knocks, but this time it was 3. So it went from 1 knock to 2 knocks to 3 knocks. My cousin and her boyfriend used to sleep here, and they had dogs. And that same night, a few moments later, after we had heard the knocks, their dog started barking like really bad. For them to be barking at like 3 in the morning, that was just really weird to me. When they started barking, that's when I went outside. My cousin's boyfriend was there like trying to calm them down, and I come out and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, I don't know, like they won't shut up. And I just look at their dogs and they're like barking, but like looking towards every direction in the living room, but not even just like bark bark bark. No, it was like bark, 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 bark. You guys know what I mean? Like they were like looking at the whole room. It was almost as if someone was walking around the whole room and they were following them and barking at them, because obviously they didn't recognize them. And then I told my cousin's boyfriend, I was like, Paloma, aka my sister, I was like, Paloma and I just heard knocks on the sliding window. So my stepdad woke up, and then my older brother, another brother that you guys haven't seen and you guys probably will never see, all 3 of them, they went outside and they went in every direction of the house trying to find someone, and they didn't find anyone. We thought it was really weird because why would the dogs be barking, you know? And it was as if someone was inside the house. And you know, the knocks too, like that was just fucking weird. That same night I went to sleep, and I remember having a sleep paralysis that night. In that sleep paralysis, I was in a room on my bed, but there were a bunch of dolls around me, and like their eyes started glowing red. Ever since that day I fear dolls. I woke up and like I said, my mom's bed was like right here and our bed was over there. I looked behind my mom's bed, like, you know, like the wall, because her bed was against the wall. I looked at the wall and it looked like a family, but like wearing like cloaks, not cloaks, but like, you know how like the typical type of ghost, like people, like if you're gonna draw a ghost, most people just draw like, you know, like the blanket. You guys know what I mean. I saw like a family with those over their head just standing above my mom's bed. So much happened that night. Now that I think of it, we heard knockings, the dog started barking, there was no one here, and then I had a sleep paralysis that same night. And then when I woke up, I ended up seeing these figures above my mom's bed. One time I was in the restroom, and at this time my mom used to have a friend who lives with us. No one was home except for me, my little brother, Paloma, and my mom's friend. So it was just the 4 of us. I was using the restroom. It wasn't late, if I'm being honest. It was like barely like I want to say like 9 to 11 p.m. one of those times, maybe 9 to 12 latest. I was using the restroom and I heard someone knock 3 times. I got off the toilet so fast and I ran out and I was yelling my mom's friend's name, and I was like, did you just go outside? And she was like, no. And I was like, did my brother just go outside? And she was like, no. And I was like, did Paloma go outside? She's like, no. Like, well, girl, what's going on? Why are you asking me all these questions? No one has gone outside. And I was like, are you sure you guys didn't even go outside like 15 minutes ago? Just making sure, you know, that I didn't like lose my mind in that moment. And she was like, no one has gone outside. No one has opened the door. I've been having the door locked. No one has gone outside. And I was like, yo, stop playing. Oh my god. So I tend to have a lot of sleep paralysis, and I hate talking about this just because I read that if you talk about sleep paralysis a lot, eventually it'll happen. This one time, I think this was the scariest sleep paralysis that I ever had. I was sleeping on the top bunk. I remember falling asleep. I remember it was late for a school night, you know, like I should have been asleep by that time already. It was like 1 a.m 2 a.m I was trying my best to fall asleep, and I did, but I was kind of I was asleep, but not exactly. Like I could hear things. I wasn't fully asleep. I was in the middle, you know? Oh my god, now that I think about it, people have said that like that's usually how you transition. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna get deep into that. So I remember I just opened my eyes. I thought I was awake, but I opened my eyes, and when my brother gets home, my older brother Juan, the one that you guys know of, whenever he gets home from work, he turns on the hallway light. I already explained to you guys that my hallway is dark. It's not spooky, it's just really dark whenever the light is off. But my brother lets us know that he's home by turning on the hallway light. I woke up and I looked to my left, because to the left is like my door. It was still dark, so that meant that my brother still wasn't home, because like I said, my brother turns on the light and you can see that the light is turned on through the bottom creak of my door, and it wasn't on. So I was like, okay, he's not home. But I felt kind of scared. I think that's why I thought I had woken up, because like when I get scared I tend to look at the bottom of my door, and if the light's on, then I feel safe because I know that my brother's home and he sleeps in the room next to us. As I'm turning back up, you know, to face up to like just go to sleep, there's something on top of me. And by something, I mean like a black figure. And by a black figure, I mean, have you guys ever seen Annabelle? There's like a part where the mom opens her apartment door and she's like, yo, who's knocking? And then she looks up and like the D word, I don't want to say it on camera just because I'm not gonna attract any bad energy. Yeah, the D word was like on top of me. He was on top of me and he was smiling. It wasn't until he started like choking me down into the bed that I realized this is a sleep paralysis. Get me out of here. Like, I do not want to be here. Wake me up, someone wake me up. And I remember like as he was choking me, I looked back at the door and saw that my brother, that the light was finally on, so that made me feel safer. In that moment I was really scared. Like, I'm not even kidding. I thought that that was gonna be the end of it, but seeing that the light was on brought me a sense of comfort, you know. And my brother, he knows that I tend to have a lot of sleep paralysis, and he always tells me like, the next time you have one, just tell yourself it's not real. And the thing is, I would do that. Like, every time I had a sleep paralysis, I would tell myself it's not real, but it would not work. It would not help you. But this time, when I looked to see if the light was on and it was on, made me truly believe that it was not real. And so I remember just like, you know, like saying it in my head, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real, wake up, wake up, wake up, it's not real, it's not real, you're okay, you're okay, this isn't happening, you're all right. And I remember just looking back up at like, you know, the D word, and he was kind of like telling me like, you're mine, you're mine. And he was kind of like laughing in my face, and like I remember trying to scream and he wasn't letting me. He was like soaking me into the bed. I remember like when I finally got that huge like boost of faith that it wasn't real, that's when it looked at me and it was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know. And I never really had that power in a sleep paralysis before. Like, it's really hard for me to be able to take control of the situation because it's a fucking sleep paralysis. You're not supposed to be able to control anything. Like, the whole point of a sleep paralysis is to be still, like, because you physically cannot move as much as you try. You cannot. And like slowly it started letting go of me, and then finally I was able to open my mouth and move, and I was like, this isn't real, you're not real, get off of me. And like I kept on saying, this isn't real, this isn't real, and I kept on trying to like take control over the situation, but it couldn't. And I'm not sure why. Like, my power there really said, nah, like the thing disappeared, and I woke up. And I woke up crying because I was like, yo, that was scary. Like, that was probably the scariest sleep paralysis that I ever had. I honestly felt like it was there to get me, which might sound kind of dumb. Yeah, these are some of the scary stories that I remember experiencing. I've had a lot more experiences, but these are the ones that I wanted to tell you guys about because they're the ones that came to mind right away. Now that I think of it, I actually have a lot more to tell you guys, but I think I'm gonna leave that for another video. I really hope you guys enjoyed all these scary stories. I see a lot of your comments saying, oh my god, did you see that thing behind her? And a lot of you guys reply back to the comments saying like, oh my god, I thought I was the only one that saw that. There's nothing behind me, okay? No, absolutely not. I do not claim that negative energy. Absolutely not. I hope you guys are all taking care. I hope none of you guys are claiming all this negative energy. Okay, make sure you guys pray before going to bed. Make sure you guys behave. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you guys for 12,000 subscribers. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys next time. Mwah.